welcome to Friday night's episode of the Blitz Pickup. You know who I am, and we got a couple things to talk about tonight. One, Jonah got paid, and there might be some mixed feelings about it. We're going to talk about these league's second rounders and all of their signings and new contracts. And is Jaylen Wright ready for a possible breakout season? Without anything else, I'm going to bring up the guys.
Yo, why you don't sound too happy that Jonah got paid?
I didn't say I wasn't happy about it, but there's some mixed feelings about it, you know.
I mean, I don't know what the mixed feelings is about, man. I don't. Lou, what's good? Lou, how you feeling?
Hey, how's that song go? We make it clap. We make it clap. I see a lot of booty clapping out here in these streets. That's what I
thought it was bands to make them dance. That's what I thought.
well, hey, bands to make them dance, booty clap. Just it's a lot of clapping going on
bands
right now.
Bands to make them dance. You not feeling the man getting paid? What's going on, Lou?
The man was gonna get paid regardless.
Oh, okay. He sounded a little excited today. Don't he, Jess?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of figured he would want to talk about this because, you know, Lou is real big on don't fold.
This nigga wild.
So I'm excited to hear what he said about this because Lou, you think they folded? You know what? I shouldn't say that. Yeah, I don't know if y'all ready for that. I want Lou to go first on this one because.
So the question is, did they fold? You know what, Jess? That's a great question. There's a lot of people in this community that I can think of offhand that be folding. Yeah. Right? And the Dolphins organization is one. What's crazy is, see, over here on the Blitz Pickup, Jess, me and Tone try to be the voice of reason for the community, right? And we sometimes try to preach the choir. It's not always the X's and O's. It's not always, the coaching or the scheme or even with players with me, even the execution. It's not really about that. It's more about the mindset, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The problem I have with this, Jess, is they folded. They gave in. What do we always hear, Jess, Tone? Y'all hang out with the same people I do. Y'all talk to the same people I do.
Cap. I don't hang around with crypto. Cap.
Well, again, that's fine.
That's fine.
But we kind of intertwine with the same circle. We have conversations with kind of the same people. And all I know every day on a day-to-day basis, all I hear is, why does this organization give in? Uh-oh. They always bow down to the players, right? Ain't that what we call Chris Greer soft for? Ain't that what we call Mike McDaniel soft? Now, I remember sometime last week, Jess and Tone, right here on this great network, we did a show of Asante Samuel Sr. when he came out and said the biggest problem with the Dolphin organization is they have no backbone. All they do is fold. All they do is give in. You know what I heard? Again, besides me, right? You know what I heard? Oh, Asante Senior, he was right. He knows. He's preaching the Billy gospel. Cool. A week later, them same people that were saying this organization is soft, they fold, they give in to these players, they do everything that the players want, this, that, and the third, are sitting here with their cheeks so spread open, you could throw golf balls inside of them.
At least you ain't say tennis balls, I guess.
Tennis balls, footballs, volleyball, whatever ball. They got their legs so spread open, right? And clapping them cheeks for an organization, bowing down to a player. Guess what? Here's the kicker, Jess and Tone, that has done absolutely nothing. Has done absolutely nothing. You know what's crazy? We got a player right now in Zach Seiler that you could argue for the last 3 years on our defensive line or on our defense in general has been the best player that the Dolphins have on defense. They gave him a contract, which he accepted, a team-friendly deal. Now, all of a sudden, he's up for a contract. You want to talk about players that deserve to get the bag. How about guys that have put this uniform on and actually done something for us, has earned it? These people absolutely folded in this Jonah Savanea issue. Again, we don't even know what he's going to be. And the fact of the matter is, he walked into the building and demanded a contract and said, if I don't get what I'm asking for, I'm not playing. And all the Dolphins did was bow down and kiss the ring. Now, I just want to know. I know I went long. Tony, you can have the floor. I just got a question for both of y'all. Do you think that this signing for Jonah Savanea, he's going to know where to park in Miami in the facility? You think it comes with like a parking spot or something like that?
I hope so.
Maybe.
No. I don't. I'm asking. I'm
hope
serious
so.
question. Do you think it's coming with a parking spot?
I don't know. I don't know what it come with, but he probably got front row parking. Yes.
He got everything he
next
wanted.
to Mike McDaniel.
He walked into the Dolphin building with a ski mask, no gun. Just walked in there with a ski mask and sat down and said, "Hey, I ain't moving until y'all give me what I want." And they folded. But go ahead, man. Y'all take off.
Now, do you care to answer this? Comment? You want to respond to this?
Again, I was wrong. Kusor. What that mean?
He said, "Louis, I don't care about none of that. You were wrong, and Jonah got his contract fully guaranteed, and you're punching air. Now let's get Cedar paid."
I'm not punching air. Again, see, this is the problem. What y'all think about being right or wrong, I could care less about. I don't care that I'm wrong. You think I care? Because guess what? In a month from now, let's say Jonah Savanea doesn't work out. He misses a block. He did something. You know this person that is wrong? I'm going to be the one up here highlighting everything he does wrong. And every time he does something wrong, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to play what everybody tells me, the game we play, right? Let me, since Jose wants to shoot, let me shoot back. All I know, the last Polynesian player that sat around these parts holding out for money, the last time we heard him speak and say, "Show me the money," it lasted for a game and a half. That was the last Polynesian. Remember the last Oos we paid? And we gave all that guaranteed money to? Where'd it get us? Was everybody right then? So we could keep playing these, "Oh, you're right, I'm wrong, this, that, and the third." Cool story. All right, bet. Well, guess what? No, hell no, Tone. Let me get on my shit now then. You know what? I've been right for 2 years because I've heard a bunch of crybabies talking about this is Chris Greer's last time here. And you know, I know a guy that has been saying here for 2 years, Chris Greer's safe. I guess I was right. We can play the game all we done. I don't care what y'all say. This was a bad move. It started with Houston, then it trickled down to Cleveland and the Miami Dolphins again. Like the pussification that they are, they folded in this situation. Jonah Savanea does not deserve a fully guaranteed contract. They folded. You cannot tell a person like me that you are going to tell me Asante Senior Jr. or Senior was right last week when we talked about it and what he said about the organization. Y'all were booty clapping for that, saying he was right, but then y'all like the move when they fold. So what he said they did, and y'all are booty clapping for it now. Make it make sense. I don't understand.
You good? You done, Luke?
Yeah, man, because these people, it's ridiculous. These are the same people, Tony, that in 2 years, if Jonah Savanea don't work out and that he's the Liam Eichenberg 2.0, they'll be blaming Chris Greer for why is he still here? Oh, he hasn't done nothing. No, you guys were booty clapping again. You don't believe me? Go on every social media platform that you can find and look at grown men, right? And again, I'm just going to go after the men because I'm not going to attack no females, right? There is grown men literally booty clapping for another man getting money. Where they do that at? These are probably the same dudes that go to male strip clubs and throw dollars at male strippers Because I've never seen a bunch of dudes get so happy for other men getting paid. I'm sorry. I guess, hey, you know what, Jose, you're a better fan than me, and a lot of y'all might be better fans than me. I just don't booty clap for men.
Do you booty clap for women?
Hey, it depends, right? It depends what the situation. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know me, I don't lie on this damn app. You know I ain't gonna lie. At least I'm doing it for a woman, though. These dudes out here booty clapping for a man.
Hey, yo, my boy. Hey, y'all got my boy hot right now. You hear me? Woo! Oh, man. Oh, man. Hey, listen, man. You done, Lou? You good? Hey, listen.
We got a long show. Go ahead, Tom. Take off. We got a long show.
Kicking back and listen. Let you get it off, bro. Like, do your thing. Woo! He say this. You see, say this man must be sponsored by Blue Chew.
Talk to him, Joe. I agree. Hey, whatever works, man. Whatever it takes to get the job done. At least I'm not like other, right? Let me go find the comment. And this is no disrespect. This is a brother of mine. I rock with this dude, right? I love this dude right here. Look at this dude. I'm twerking on something right now. Look at this dude. Y'all think it's me? Y'all think I'm just making this stuff up? We got grown men in the chat. He talking about he twerking for Jonah Savanea getting paid.
Oh, Jose Valdez taking shots. Oh.
Well, again, I'm glad you brought that up.
Hey,
so
Jazz, you see Jose comment there?
Yeah, that I'm booty clapping for Luka. See, this is the problem. So I booty clap for being a fan of a player. So I guess everybody I talk to is a booty clapper in some way, shape, or form for somebody. But at least, right? I will concede. I do booty clap for Luka. But I know when I booty clap, it's coming back to me with 39-9. Jonah Savanea is giving you booty clapping vibes because he took a picture in a Dolphin uniform. You will booty clap for a man just because he's taking a picture for you. He's giving you nothing. What has Jonah given us? Nothing.
It's coming back to me. Is wow. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, again, cool. Y'all can say what y'all want. It is what it is.
Woo! Hey man, listen, man. Hey, shout out to I see Von Joe in the chat. Von Joe asked me, Von Joe texted and said, yo, what y'all think about Jonah contract? He was like, what y'all think about the team folding or something like that? And I responded, I said, man, I don't know what to think about this. But I also responded, I say, but I do know what Lewis gonna say.
And real quick, Tone, I'm not even gonna step on your toes right now, Tone.
Go ahead.
But guess what? My man Batman said tomorrow, right, when he's at work, he's firing up a Twitter space around 11 a.m. tomorrow, right? And I just want people to know this rant right here is not the good rant from me, right? Because I can't say what I really want to say. But on Twitter tomorrow, when it's a little bit more free, you see what I'm saying? So, no, we getting loose tomorrow. Tomorrow's when we're really getting loose. Because what you said in the group chat earlier, or in that text thread, right, with Von Joe. Tony, you seen my response. I only had one. I can't say what I said in that Twitter space or what in that text thread. I can't say that here. But I'm going to say it tomorrow. But I'm going to say it tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, man, hey, listen, y'all, I'm the trenches guy over here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lou, let me ask you a question now. You know, since you're on fire right now, how many wins do he account for? Now that he got this contract.
What'd you say, Tom?
How many wins do he account for now?
Zero. Zero.
what do you say about the people that say they trying to adjust the offensive line? It was a very important position. They invested draft capital to go up and get him, so they had to get their guy by any means necessary. What you say about that?
I think that is again, with all due respect, that's what casuals say. That's what people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about is saying. Was that respectful? Was that respectful enough?
I learned you can say anything you want, long as you put respectfully before or after whatever you say.
Okay, well, there you go, Tone. I'm glad. Well, respectfully, those idiots don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Let me explain to you why. Hey, Tone and Jess, do you think if Jonah Salvanea does not get a guaranteed contract, he's not playing a game this season for the Miami Dolphins?
No, my personal opinion, no.
Cool.
No.
Jess?
No.
I think
at that point, that's what I've been saying. The Dolphins had all the leverage. If you think, Tone, I think you said it was fully guaranteed year 1, fully guaranteed year 2. I think it's 90 or 90+% guaranteed in year 3.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question. So guaranteed money was going to hit regardless whether it was fully guaranteed like it is now or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is making fully guaranteed money in year 1 more than making $0 in year 1?
Yes, it's more.
He wasn't sitting out, you fucking idiots. He was coming to play. It's the wait and see game. Oh, I'm not signing the contract. I'm the Dolphins. Okay, cool. I'm not giving you a fully guaranteed. Now we sit and wait. Guess what would have happened? He would have folded. But you know what? Again, what Asante Samuel Sr. father said? Chris Greer don't have no backbone. The Dolphins front office is running a school girl mentality. They just fold. They fold under the pressure. Mm-hmm. Ain't that what Asante Samuel Sr. said, Tom?
Yeah.
And guess what? Not a week later, the Dolphins proved that man right. They folded. Unbelievable.
All right. Yeah, I just checked. We do got a poll in the chat. Y'all, everybody vote. We got 29 votes right now. Y'all check out the poll and y'all go ahead and vote real quick. I don't know if y'all noticed, but we do have a poll in the chat, so y'all can check that out. I should say pause because the way Louis been wilding, I don't even want to say the word poll. So we almost Jess, we almost got a 20-minute rant out of Lou.
Yeah, I don't even know where to go from here. Like, do you even have anything to say at this point?
Hey, listen, I wanted to let him talk about it, have his rant. I just sit back and let him get everything up off his chest because I knew he was gonna have something to say. He feels strongly about the mentality. So when I'm listening to him, I understand he's talking about the mentality. Right, people just talking about money and it's only $2 million and whatever it is, it's not a significant amount of money. I get that, I understand that, but when you thinking about it from our standpoint, at least from what Louis' standpoint is right now, it's all about mentality. It's all about setting a standard, and it's all about understanding.
It is so nasty.
What
be outside, just standing there. Look.
Hey, you all.
My fault. Yeah, go ahead.
So it's all about, the narratives coming out of the camp. So I knew this was coming. I knew he was going to have it feel like he having a nervous breakdown up here. But what I would say, let me get my input. Do I like this signing? Not particularly. I don't think that they had to guarantee him the fully guaranteed contract. I know one thing. Now I usually do my homework, but I didn't. I trusted everyone that was giving us the information. But when we asked about the ages, and I asked, was he represented by Athletes First. Y'all told me no. And the lie determined that was a lie. He is represented by Athletes First. And if I would have knew that before, I'd be like, hey, listen, they not folding. Right. One thing about it, they aren't folding. Them boys, whatever they did and whatever they understand, they came in, hit the ground running. They getting they people paid. Right. So for them, I would have probably had a different. Well, I was always on both sides the first time. Like I understand where they're coming from the owners and the GM standpoint, and I understand where they're coming from the player standpoint. But me coming from a fan, I'm a fan first. I'm all about the logo. So I prefer we sign everyone to the less possible money, to have more room to get as many of the best players that we can. So I was looking at it from that standpoint. However, I was looking at it because at first I was pissed off. I'm not gonna lie, I was loud. I'm like, yo, they folded. Then I started thinking about it. I'm like, even though they folded, and we should be at this point, we shouldn't be surprised. At least I shouldn't. I'm gonna say that because it's years, and we understand the franchise. They are who they are. They already showed us who they are. We just got to believe them at this point. But looking at it, I wanted to, Lewis, and I got a question for you too. I want to ask you this because I thought about it from this standpoint. Being that the fourth year is guaranteed now, right? So I think that put them it's between $2 and $3 million on the cap, because whatever you do, you're not changing that because it's guaranteed money. So that's hitting the salary cap. Do you think, right? I want to ask this question. Do you think, and just you can answer this too. Matter of fact, do y'all think that we are in we are up for a head-on collision in year 2028 as far as the fourth year of that of the second round of contract when it comes to, because typically they start the renegotiation after the year 3. They can't even negotiate with them before the year 3, just so y'all know. So after the third year, they start renegotiating and things of that nature, and then they start to, if they want to keep them around, you give them an extension, but you could push that money back, you know what I mean, to create space or keep that cap space and then move forward. So what I mean by that, if they didn't fully guarantee him the whatever it is, the $3 million, I'll look it up to see what the breakdown is, the $2 or the $3 million, if they would have, let's say it would only none. If they could have extended him and only had, let's say, $1 million hit the salary cap, right? But he still was going to get paid because they could give him the signing bonus. Do this affect that? Now, what I'm asking, because at first I thought, yeah, this is going to affect it because they're not going to be able to move that money at all. However, even if they do extend it, even though they can't move the money in the fourth, the year 4. It's still only going to be a small cap hit if you have to give them a big extension. Right? So what do y'all think? Do y'all think it's going to be a potential problem that these owners or GMs are going to make them play on that fourth year and say we can negotiate afterwards? Or do you think they still going to extend them and be like, well, we already know what the cap is going to be?
They're going to extend them.
What to say? I don't know. I could see when it comes down to us, I could see us just extending.
So you don't see it being a potential problem in the future based off they like, man, we don't want to negotiate no extension yet. Let's
everything say someone this team does is a problem.
Huh?
I said everything this team does is the problem for the most part. I mean, we got enough problems. So what's adding another problem? And if you talking by the time this 4-year contract ends, let's be fucking for real. This team probably we're going to be rebuilding all over again. It's rebuild after rebuild after rebuild. So at this point, I ain't worried about it. And like, I'll think about it in 3 years from now. I would like them to be like, no, like play on that 4th year and then let's discuss it, because it just really depends on how well he does. What the next 3 years look like for him. If he's injury stricken, get him out of here. What are we going to extend him for?
Yeah, I get, yeah. And that cap, that cap is going to hit regardless now. So now I'm looking at it from like, if you're looking at extending him, I thought it was, at first I thought it was just all bad. Let me see if I can look up the contract situation. Let's see what is guaranteed.
It is all bad. Y'all trying to make logic and talk money, and then I ain't trying to talk money. I ain't trying to talk.
Yeah, well, you gotta look
I don't
at it
care
from both
about
sides.
none. I'm talking about the president's is set. You let someone that has done nothing for your organization come in here and dictate the contract to his liking. We can get we can get into the I'm saying, Tone, we can get into the money and what it means for the team in at a later date. Today, though, right, as it stands, it's a bad president because all you're doing is, so what happens next year when a third rounder comes in here and says, no, I want a fully guaranteed contract? Now what?
No, let me tell you what I'm more worried about, Lou. I'm more worried about the first rounders. Because even though
that's not even getting fully guaranteed contracts either.
That's what I'm most worried about right
now. So again, so you're setting bad precedents. Yeah. And these are the things that people don't realize. Right? Mm-hmm. Now look, I just want y'all to do me a favor. I'm gonna put a comment up. Read that comment and y'all tell me the key word in this comment for y'all.
If.
Yeah. That's the key word. Now, if he balls out, now, Tone, Jess, you know what my problem is when I see comments like this? We always talk about if Tua plays well, if Mike McDaniel coaches better, if the offensive line gets better, if Devon Achane takes the next step, if. Let's play the game the reverse. If he's trash, now if he's trash, then what? We never talk about the ifs in a bad sense. It's always if in a good sense, but we never get the ifs being in a good way. It never turns out to be if good anything. But these are the comments we got to deal with. Bro, I'm not trying to hear about no money or what it costs. It's a cheap deal. We get it. They shouldn't have gave a man walking into the building, hasn't done anything for us, a fully guaranteed contract. I'm sorry, bro. I don't know if people don't understand that or it's hard for you to understand that. You are wrong if you have that opinion. It's a bad look.
Yep. So I'll tell you this, right? Because I'm trying to be the the level-headed one today. But I will say this, and y'all should already know I feel this way anyways. But it's all about mindset, and it's all about earning. We said this last time. Earn. These people have to come in and earn the right to demand some money. Earn the right to demand guaranteed. Earn the right to get that fourth contract, right? Now, for the most part, the fourth rounders, I mean, the second rounders, they typically, bar any injuries, they typically be on the team. So they're not, it's not like it's a precedent for second rounders not making the team and you have to be worried about whether you're going to get paid or not. And, you know, they say it's not for long and things of that nature. Second rounders don't typically have that problem. So, yeah, you just bet on yourself and be like, I'm willing to renegotiate my contract and get paid, right? So I'll think of it from this mindset, and I said this last time. Now these owners or the GM could be like, listen, you asked for this guaranteed money. This is what I asked for. So we're not talking contract until after this fourth season. You're going to pay on that, and we're not talking no money, right? But at the end of the day, it's more to the mindset of things, right? It's the first time happening. Every team didn't give their fourth rounders guaranteed. Some teams stood firm, and they were like, listen, this is how we do business. This is how we conduct business over here. Either you getting down or you lay down, period. You sign it or you're not, but this is how we conduct business. And the reason that I'm disappointed, like if it was Stephen Ross, I'm not really too much mad at it because he's known to have an open checkbook, but he wasn't moving like that this year. For the most part, we always said Chris Greer, he has his number. He doesn't move off his numbers. That's why we gave him an excuse for the Christian Wilkins. That's why we gave him an excuse for the Robert Hunt. So if y'all gonna if we're gonna go based off that, that we can't all of a sudden change now that we got a rookie and we're desperate for offensive line play. And you know how people just over exaggerate the O-line play anyways. So people, it seems like desperation. Now, I understand you want them in the building because you listen, you spent draft capital on them. So if you invest in a guy like that, cool. I understand that you want your guy in the building, but you can have a reasonable contract to where you understand this is not disrespectful. There's other teams, other owners and GMs that got it done with their second round pick without giving them fully guaranteed, right? Because they understand that I have to think about the franchise as well. The problem with a lot of our fan base and the way that y'all think is y'all only think about, oh, he's a player, he earned his money, he did this, he did that, but y'all call yourself a fan of the team. So if you find yourself a fan of the team, what about the times when the players don't work out? And then we're stuck and we're handcuffed with these players because of the cap situation, because we got stuck in bad contracts. I think we need to look at it from that standpoint too. So all I'm saying is I'm not as up in arms as Lewis is, but I do see both sides of the equation. These owners, it's a give or take. We got to see. I'm more interested to see how what's the trickle down effect 4 years down the line. So in 2028, when it comes to time to renegotiate, let's see how these owners that gave them these contracts, let's see how they react. Let's see how they respond. Let's see if they just conduct business as usual, or they be like, hey, listen, you didn't think about this when you asked for this fully guaranteed. We fully guaranteed you all this money for these 4 years, so we expect you to fully play out that contract. We could talk afterwards. You already got paid for this. That's for the ones that ball out. And for the ones that don't, listen, you like Lewis said, they walked in there with a bandana and no, they didn't. They walked in there rather with no face mask on. That's basically what they did.
Hey, Tone, who's the team in our division that we can't beat?
Buffalo, and they didn't fold.
25 minutes after we folded with Jonah Sabanea, they signed their second round pick on a non-fully guaranteed contract.
Yeah.
How does that work?
That's what I'm saying.
A team that is mentally tough, don't get bullied, don't have that kind of culture, right? They don't give in to their players. But a team that can't beat them is soft-minded, right? Is weak. They folded to a guy that hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
And we sit here and we wonder why Buffalo is good and we are not.
True fan, great point. Jasmine, you slip around. Let me see. Listen, he said no. Now you talking my language, true fan. See, now if you want me to turn up, just keep on saying stuff like this. I'm trying to be mellow-headed. But see, no wonder they didn't make Tua play on a 5th-year option. This is soft. This is soft behavior, in my opinion. I'll sit his ass till further notice. Now, that's what I was talking about. This right here, I'm not, you know how you understand that I know who they is, so I'm not even surprised about this. I said this before that. What's best for the team, the best outcome? That's how we got to move. That's how we got to think as a fan base. I get it, bro. Like, we fall in love with players and we think like we have, you know, everyone do this as a fan, right? But y'all just think and hope for the best. But they never take a step back and say, we got to think about what if this don't go the right way? What's the possibility if he don't pans out? What kind of outs do we have? How can we protect us from being handcuffed? This is the job of the GM. This is what they're supposed to be doing, right? Brendan Shure, Christopher Greer, y'all the ones that work these contracts out and this money. Y'all supposed to be thinking about, you know, possibly outcomes or contingency plans for if it don't work out. Now, with this, he fully guaranteed. Okay, cool. I understand that. But this is, to me, this is not a good look. And then, Lou, you brought it up. Buffalo right behind you, right after the guys that you can't beat, just went back and showed you how to stand firm. This is how we conduct business over here. It's changing culture and doing the same thing don't make sense to me. That's insanity. So
yeah. Real quick, I'm sorry, Tone. Sometimes, you know, Tone, I'm gonna defend you, right?
I see them.
I'm gonna defend
him in the chat. Do your thing.
I'm in the chat. I'm gonna defend my sis Jess here for a minute. And I know y'all are kind of new to the YouTube thing, right?
Oh,
let me go get the clip right here. There it is. The Wayne D experience. This clown I've been battling for I don't know how many damn years. Listen, when Jess answered your question, Tone, listen to what this damn idiot put. Why is she so negative on the man? Shaking my head. Well, let me explain something to him. Because I've been talking to this simple-minded motherfucker for I don't know how many years. He preaches. He thinks because if you say something negative, that's the reason the team plays bad.
Huh? No, you joking.
Well, look at the comment. Why is she so negative? He put negative. Let me explain something to you. Wayne D experience, you idiot, right? Dang. You've been positive for 5 years, and this team has been shit. So what is being positive? So let me get this right. According to this clown, if we come out here today and we say positive things about Jonah, he's going to play better. Is that what we got to do? Let me know right now. Again, if to be a fan of the Miami Dolphins, I have to tell somebody, hey, damn, I went to training camp. I was getting a player's autograph. He was standing right next to me. He farted, but don't worry, it smells like roses. If that's what I got to do to be a fan, I don't want to be a fan. I'm here to tell you what's right and what's wrong. And what they did today was wrong. They folded like they do in every damn situation. But I'm sorry. Again, I will not take the disrespect from clowns. Why is she so negative? Because she's a realist. She's not a fanboy. That's how I started the show off. You know what Jess is? Not a booty clapper. She don't have her cheeks spread open like you do, Wayne D experience.
What you think about that comment, Lou?
Again, cool. Where? At Arizona? He was a hell of a player. Where? In the Pac-12? How many? Now, hey, how many playoff wins did the Arizona Wildcats have in college? Tone, you asked me a question earlier. How many wins is Jonah Salvanea good for? I don't know. The same amount Arizona had. How many playoff appearances did they have over there? How many Pac-12? Did they win the Pac-12 this year?
No.
Man, get the hell out of here, man. What are we talking about? He's a hell of a player. In what? In Madden?
Oh, yo, this is wild. All right, so goodness.
I'm sorry. I just can't wait to reference this episode by the end of September when Tua doesn't make it out, and then if Jonah gets hurt, it's over. We ain't never.
Well, hey, I don't want. We not with the injuries on him now. We're not doing that. Now,
Lou's gonna come back to this and be like, "You remember that day?"
Okay. We're mad about the potential. About the contract and the potential downfalls or the things that could go wrong. But I don't want to. I don't want to risk no injuries on the player. At the end of the day, we still fans of this team.
I'm not
so we
risking,
want.
I'm just saying.
I want this to pan out. At this point, I'm rooting for it to pan out. But
no,
unfortunately, the reason
it's going to be hoping for it.
Let me stop you right here.
You said what?
Let me stop. Hold on.
Go ahead, Luke. Go ahead.
Tone, Jess. What is this? The man just got a contract. We already giving them nicknames. What is this?
Who?
Janae?
Janae.
He
must have tried to put Jonah. I don't know.
Janae could have went in round one. Hold on. We got a Janae on our team. Is that what you're telling me? We just gave a fully guaranteed contract to some dude named Janae? Hey, man, y'all tripping, man. We got to get off this topic. No. I don't even want to talk about No. I'm done.
Right on. Hey, listen, man. I think what you see now, Lou. When I see this is what you're seeing is the hopium, and people just looking at everything, just looking on everything on the bright side, and they want to ignore the possibilities. So at the end of the day, bro, I'm so tired of trying to convince these people. I'm so glad you turned up today, so I ain't got to cuss people out today. I've been looking at the chat, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I'm not turned up, because some of these people, they don't see the other side at all. All they see is, oh, he's a great player. A great player. He hasn't played it down yet, bro. He hasn't played it down, right? And then I know what they're gonna do. If he had a let's just say a social game, season, they're gonna crown him as an All-Pro, because that's our expectations. That's our standards. We don't expect our players to do great on this team. As long as they do good enough to not be bad, that's good enough for the most of this fan base. And unfortunately for people like Lewis and me, that's not good enough for us. We demand greatness. We want to be the team that is constantly in playoffs, constantly in Super Bowl talks year in and year out. And for that to happen, you can't look at everybody and say, well, he's this guy and he's going to be the best at this and the best at that. That's not what winning franchises do. That's why when I broke down how many times the teams even when they had that guy at quarterback, they still went out and kept trying to get a guy that could be that dude. Because you can never just bank on, oh, he's going to be great. He's going to do everything that we need from him, and we're going to be a winning franchise. No, you got to always understand that, listen, everything is not promised. It's not guaranteed that he's going to be a great player. We hope that he's going to be a great player. He seems as if he could be a great player, but to come in here and crown him as a great player, it's the problem with the fan base. Why are we crowning people that haven't proven anything?
I knew we had some smart people that come and watch this show. Pablo Diaz, comment of the night, at least for me. So now that he's paid all his money, guaranteed, no matter injury, if he's not playing well, no matter what, he's guaranteed. What's his motivation to get better? What's your motivation to get better? If you go to school, if I tell my son when he goes to school, now coming up soon, right? Kids are going back to school. If on day one, the teacher tells my son, no matter what you do, I'm going to give you an A in my class. What's going to make him come home and want to do homework?
He said,
what's going to make him want to be, hey, just put in the extra work, read the extra books, right? Do the extra little things to get great at a certain subject, right? That's a great point. He got his money. What makes him better? What motivates him now? Because it just seemed like his motivation in coming into the league was strictly money. That's what it seemed like. Well, now you got it. Now what? Now what's your motivation?
I don't think for the people that's putting his second contract, next big bag, money, I don't think his second contract listen, I don't think that's a great motive. If money is your motivation, then you playing for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
You know, you already coming in with the wrong mindset.
Ring should be your next motivation.
The ring, being great, like playing, play at the highest level, you know, to elevate this team. Those type of things should be your motivation to be great. Money, yeah. The people that play for money, we see how that turns out. Because if they don't,
and Joe Riss is absolutely right too.
We give our
the way the Dolphins give our money is like, hey, Oprah, you get a bag, you get a bag, you get a bag, you get a bag. Hey, you know, matter of fact, hey, you know what? I got some right here. You know what Jonah walked into our building like? This is what he did when he walked in today.
Him, bodies.
I want all the money. He pointed at everybody in the front office. I want the money from you. I want your money. I want his money. Oh, Zach Seiler, I want his money too.
Jose say, yo, you make it seem like it seems as if Jonah is getting 15 million a year. What the WTF? Jose, bro, I expect more from you. See, that's the problem when you're thinking about. You know what? I'm not gonna get into that. Y'all gotta understand. Hey, whoa! I know I ain't just see this. Jonah can be better than Hunt.
Mm.
Hunt won fully guaranteed. Can be this. Yo, what is wrong with this? I told you, Lou. When you start looking at this fan base, it's like everything is he could do this. Like how? Sometimes we come up here, we try to educate the fan base. We try to get y'all to look at football from an actual football standpoint, not a fan standpoint. You can't only look at this football as a fan from a fan standpoint because you only gonna hope for the best, and you're never gonna be able to point out the deficiencies. You're never gonna be able to point out the downfalls. I'm sorry, or the flaws of this team, so you know what to improve it, or at least we could look at it and say, So when we look at and we judge this team and we say, hey, you know what? I predict 9 and 8, possibly. It's because we see the team. We see what could possibly be good and what could go wrong, and what could possibly go correct. And then you come meet somewhere in the middle. The problem with looking at everything with a positive mindset is you're delusional. Alex motivation. Yo, that is crazy. But unfortunately, you know what? And I'm not gonna tell people how to fan, but to only look at it from he could possibly be this, he could possibly be that. Everyone that got drafted, when the Raiders drafted Jamarcus Russell, #1 overall, they thought he possibly could be the greatest quarterback in the league. We seen how that worked. When the Chargers drafted Ryan Leaf, I think he went 2nd overall or whatever he went. They was comparing him to see who was better out of him and Peyton Manning. They thought these guys could have been great. When we went up, traded all them picks and selected, I don't know if we traded picks, but when we got Deion Jordan 3rd overall, we thought he had the possibility to be great. They thought it was going to be the next Jason Taylor. That's what we thought. When we got Charles Harris in the 1st round, they was calling him the Tasmanian Devil because he had that crazy spin move. We thought he was going to be great. We've been down this road before. For people to consistently be blind and just think that everything is going to work out and act like no one is supposed to sit back and look at the potential downfalls is absolutely crazy to me. To listen and pay attention, be like, what? Are you crazy? He could possibly be who? Robert Hunt. He ain't played one down in the NFL yet. Now, hopefully he is, but to say that I mean, I get it. I'm done with it. Honestly, I didn't want to cuss people out today. I knew Lewis. I wanted Lewis to be the one to because I knew he wanted to
no, Tony, don't be nice to these people. Tell him he could possibly be Robert Hunt. Tony, he couldn't be Robert Hunt in college. But now all of a sudden he's going to come to the NFL and be Robert Hunt? Like, what are we talking about? Don't be nice to these damn idiots.
Listen,
we love all our fans. Tone, when I say people, it's a term of endearment, at least for me. When I call people idiots, it's because I'm engaging with you. But y'all sound like idiots. I'm sorry. Sometimes you have to tell people what they don't see. I'm not here to tell people what they want to hear. If that's what you want, there are other channels that you can get that from. There is other people you can go listen to. What I'm going to tell you about those people, though, is they're lying to you. Those people that you come out here and think they're telling you something, they're not. They're placating to you because they know what you're saying in the chat. Just like me, Tone, and Jess can read what you're saying. Guess what? The people that you love and listen to, they can also read what you put in the chat. And for their gain benefit, They're going to tell you what you want to hear. Over here, we're not going to do that. Well, at least me, I'm not. I don't care what y'all want to hear. It was a bad move.
Hey,
now you can go
DSA.
listen to those fluff people and listen to them and tell them they can whisper sweet nothings to you. It's cool.
Whew.
I ain't telling you that.
Pablo Diaz said he could also be Liam. That's a fact. He could also be Liam. If you want to look at it from that standpoint, and okay. But boy Lou on one today. Woo-wee. Hey, I get it, man. Listen, don't let them get you right. Just we didn't even get into the second topic.
We haven't. I don't even know. Okay, so we go into the next topic. We're not straying too far.
Well, no, we could skip that one because basically the second round we killed it. We could get to the Jaylen Wright one.
That's fine with me. All right, so let's talk about Jaylen Wright. Do we think he's going to be ready, or not ready, I should say? Do we think he's going to aim for a possible breakout season?
Let me be the first one to take this one as well. I'm going to be real short on this one. Jess, my answer is no. You know why? Because he didn't get no guaranteed money, so he is not going to be the performer of a guy with guaranteed money. There you go. Now, Tony, you can take off. I'm done. No, he's not going to have a breakout season. No, he is not, because he didn't have guaranteed money.
Game with your say Lewis sound like he gave Alex a fully guaranteed contract.
Lou mad. He must have paid Alex all that money. That's crazy.
Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. Listen. Hey, shout out to my boy Lou, yo, today on one.
Let me tell you, as soon as I saw that signing come in, Lou was like the first person that came to my head. As soon as I wasn't even done reading it yet, and I was like, Lewis. Like, where is Lou?
But that was good. So let me ask you a question, Judge, because Lou said no. Possibility, I don't know. I would like to be positive, but I'm sorry. The running backs, they depend on the offensive line. You know, they got to open lanes. They have to create lane. Let me stick with the word lanes because the other one is wild. So they have to create lanes for them to run through. So this offense has to be more physical and more dominant. And so it looks like they're going to go to more of a run attack than more of a passing attack, which is cool. For the most part, this offensive line was built on a pass blocking. That's what they wanted their specialty to be. I think Jonah is more. They moving more in the area of being a run blocking offensive line. But I want to point this out. The only reason I want this one stat that I wanted to point out. Y'all do know Jaylen Wright. Hold on. No, first of all, hold on. Lou, you got your stuff. Let me get my. You remember when I was telling y'all when we was going over the running backs and the blocking and everything, and I said, yo, I went back and watched the film. And for the most part, it wasn't the running backs that was the problem. And I'm like, when I looked at Jaylen Wright, he had, remember I said he had the most 20-yard rushes and out of all of our running backs, and he had the less attempts. And I also said he was breaking tackles. Like, for the most part, it was because he broke tackles. Comes out today, he does an interview earlier today on Upper Adams, right? And now they hit me with a stat that I was kind of amused by, but I was like, maybe sometimes y'all need to listen when we say we break down the film and we see what's really going on. When all of these people, I kept on saying, all y'all talking about this running game and complaining about Jaylen Wright and complaining about I want to see what really was going on. And I was like, for the most part, he was doing his thing. From what I was watching, the only time he had bad reps, I said this, is when the defender was on him immediately. But when he had the opportunity, he made a play. And the stat came out of his 239 total rush yards. Y'all want to guess how many of them was at the yards at the contact? Out of 239? I'll give y'all a wild guess.
215.
Jess?
All right, I'm gonna go lower just to be that person. I'm gonna say 190.
232. Out of a total 239, 232 came out the contact. This is crazy. Crazy. Only 7 yards he didn't get touched. For the most part, he had to make something happen. So I'm sorry, when people go give you the EPAs and they go give you the PFF grades and they be telling you, oh, he graded out terrible. I'm like, well, at the end of the day, if you go back and watch the film, that's not going to lie to you. You go back to see what actually happened, you could get a better outlook and see what really happened. Give you a better idea, a better idea of what really happened. Then you can evaluate them a little bit more. I'm not saying ignore the numbers, but it's kind of crazy that a lot of stuff that we be talking about, when they go get the numbers, it seems to agree with what we do and prove our points. Remember when I did the wide receiver, when all of them was up in their feelings, when I was saying the amount of separation our receiver was going on, what's happening during the season. But wasn't me and Lewis telling y'all when we put on the film, we were seeing Jaylen Waddle and A-Chan and Tyreek and Julian Hill running wide open on a lot of these plays. They just wasn't getting the ball. We was telling people that. Before these numbers came out, we was telling people that. Now numbers started to come out, and we've been proven right. Because if we would just come here and say, oh, well, they did their best, and we didn't break it down objectively and see what the real problem was, we'll come out here and give y'all lies and say, yeah, man, nah, people weren't open. 2 ain't had nobody to go to. Y'all remember that? 2, they would tell you how much he didn't have protection, how much he had to get the ball out, how much pressure he was under, all this craziness. But we go turn on the film and we see otherwise. Because people want to have a positive mindset, this all they want to do is look at the positive. So then when I go back and I look at them like, I told these people. And shout out to Ali. Ali was the one that said, hey, Tone, I would like to see what do you think was his problem. Because he seemed to be doing well, and it seemed like they just stopped handing the ball off or giving him attempts. And I went back and looked at it and I said, nah, bro. He was doing it for the most part, he was doing his thing. He was making things happen. And that stat drop. And I'm like, so that goes to show this is the ultimate team game, right? The team sport. So you need your teammates to help you out. So you can't just blindly say, oh, they was trash. It wasn't. Sometimes you got to understand what's going on. So for everyone that wanted to, for Mike McDaniel, it's crazy because everybody went, oh, why Mike McDaniel ain't running the ball on 3rd and 1? Oh, he's throwing these passes because it looked like when he called them passing plays, they were working. People was open. But he was calling them run plays when we needed it the most. It didn't work for the most part. And that's what Lewis was telling y'all about. Stop arguing with your feelings because you want him. You felt like he should have ran the ball on 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1 and 4th and 2. That's what y'all wanted him to do. Seems to me he was doing what he thought was going to be successful. That would have seemed to me like it was. Now, if you want to be a dominant run, like, you know what? And I got to give Lewis some credit. He was like, oh, y'all want to be the Baltimore Ravens? Well, show me the players. Show me the offensive line like the offensive line. Show me the Derrick Henry like the Baltimore offensive line. Y'all remember Lewis was saying this early in the season. Even when I was saying, you get what I'm saying, I prefer them to run the ball more than they pass. He was breaking it down to say, well, then we need to build our team like Baltimore Ravens because we're not built like them. I'm sorry. So, shout out to Ali for telling me to go back and look at. Oh, look, speaking of Ali, everyone needs to cave into the Blitz pickup and smack that like button. That's a fact. And if y'all not, it's 50 of y'all in the building. If y'all not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Get the team to 600. I believe it was 13 away. So y'all make sure y'all hit that if listen, if it's your first time over here, understand when you come over here, we're not telling lies. We're not telling you sweet nothings. We don't do that over here. We break down what we think this team could improve on. We break down what is good and what is bad about this team, but we don't sugarcoat. That's not what happens over here because that's not what's going to make this team be better. So if you're tired and you're frustrated and you're mad about this team constantly being in that, I call it a hamster wheel, just keep on running in place, then come over here and understand we're not falling for that anymore. We're calling out, we speaking from an objective standpoint and pointing out the deficiencies as well as the thing that they do well. So we can understand what we need to improve upon. You can't improve if you continue to tell them that, oh, you great. Right? So yeah, so when I found that very, very telling, when that number came out and he seen that he had 232 out of 239 yards at the contact. That's potential right there. But ask my boy Lou, he's not fully guaranteed. So.
Ain't no potential. The only players in this league that have potential now are the ones that have fully guaranteed contracts. Other than that, there ain't no potential.
So you mean only Jonah Savaiinaea? Savaiinaea. I'm sorry.
He's the only player on our team, Tom,
that have potential?
He's the only one.
Yeah. Tell a friend too. That's a fact, Pablo Diaz. Y'all tell a friend, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Shout out to Grumpy. Grumpy say my first time here. Love the show. But yeah, to me, I don't, breakout season is a little far-fetched. We got to keep the same energy. You got to show me first. I can't just go out and say,
hey, yo, I'll tell Alex. I'll tell Alex.
I'm glad we all saw that at the same time.
That's crazy. I'll tell Alex.
I was gonna say, you gotta keep coming back to the show. We might, have somebody here that isn't here normally.
Oh my God. Wait, Pablo, is this true? I didn't even go look at the Jonah making more than A-Chain is diabolical work.
Nasty.
Didn't even look at it from that standpoint. He did look at it from that standpoint. He was your number one weapon last season. That's kind of crazy. Yikes. But I would say this. Wait, Lou, because I remember last season, right? Was it last season? Yeah, I think last season. You remember we was having that debate of using the running backs and using these young guys early and pushing Raheem Mostert to the on the back burner. I was like, based on how they do it, that's not how they're going to do it now. No one has been talking about Ollie Gordon. What are we expecting from him? No one.
Well, that's a very good point. If I'm right, I think A-Chain lines up again. Let me not say more, but I think he's going to. You're going to see sets where I believe Ollie Gordon and Jaylen Wright are taking like snaps in the backfield while A-Chain is still on the field, if that makes sense.
Oh, you think we're going to have all three running backs in there and have A-Chain like an H-back and motion him out the receiver or have him in the slot?
It could be, or, right, even if they're not all three in there at the same time, I could easily see Devon A-Chain on the field as an H-back, slot receiver or whatever, with Ollie Gordon in the backfield, or Jaylen Wright in the backfield, right? I just think you're going to see that alignment more this season. Like, I don't think it's going to be A-Chain primarily in the backfield, and you're going to have Wright and Ollie Gordon just on the bench. I think A-Chain will be on the field with either both of them at the same time. I think we will see that, but at least one of them on the field with A-Chain a lot of the time, if I'm going to be honest. I do think, again, bro, it might not be fully this season, hell, maybe not even next season, but I think as long as, like, the plan for A-Chain, in my opinion, is to transition him to more of a wide receiver than running back. I'm sorry, that's just what I feel about him. So yes, I think you are going to see those kind of sets, Tone, to get all three of them on the field, but specifically at least one of them and A-Chain playing in a different role.
Man, let me see them boy line up in the wishbone formation. Boy, I'm going crazy. Three running backs, one behind the quarterback, and two offset. Boy, look here, them boys line up in the wishbone. Hey man, listen, that might be something wild. But I do think that A-Chain will be used more as a weapon than as a running back, because he's a weapon. That's what he is. He's a weapon, and they might take advantage. I heard I think it was Omar Kelly said that Mike McDaniel said that he gonna make put more emphasis on making Jaylen Wright and Achan two of the best running backs this in the league this season. And that would kind of like, well, dang, what Ali Gordon comes in and over there, because I think he would be perfect for goal line. Like, man, you don't got to run he could run a version of our touch puts. I mean, you don't got to direct snap it, but he could be our goal line. What's that dude for Gus Edwards? I think it was for Baltimore, when all he did was score touchdowns on the 1 yard line, and the other dude from Detroit, he could be like them two. Like, when you get us on the 1 yard line, hey, yo, take us home, bro. You know what I'm saying? Use your physicality, use your size, use your power to get the power through the to the end zone. So I hope we don't forget about him. I hope that's not another pick we just want to shelf and save for another season. Like, I'm so tired of that, bro. Honestly, I'm so tired of this mentality. You need to use all the weapons that you have. Everything that's at your disposal, use it.
Did they give him a fully guaranteed contract?
Oh, here we go. No, they didn't, sir.
No, we ain't using him. Playing to see Ali Gordon next year, 2026.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about last year, the David Montgomery. I'm talking about, it was like 2 years ago. It was the running back they had. All they did was gave him touches on the 1 yard line. So I would listen. I will hope they get Ali Gordon involved. I'm sorry. I want to see every weapon we have, put them to use. Make the defense think about more than one scenario, more than one weapons, and have them all over the field. Keep them guessing. That helps out the offense. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And I think, hopefully, I'll say this: for us to be successful and to win more than 9 games, that running game do have to be better, more on the lines of the 2023 season. And I think they should be more emphasize more of the running game to take that pressure off Tua. Because I'm sorry to tell y'all, all these Tua people that love Tua, if you want what's best for Tua, then what's best for Tua is what? Run game. Taking the ball out of his hands. Listen, Buffalo did it with Josh Allen. People don't talk about that. Now they let him run the ball a little bit more, right? So they didn't take the ball specifically out of his hands, so to speak. But they took put less pressure of him having to throw the ball every down and beat teams with his arms. They went more to a run heavy. That's why James Cook want to get paid this year. That's why they're in the contract dispute with him right now, because they emphasized him a little bit more, and that helped out Josh Allen to where the team where the team was a lot more successful with less weapons. I might add you. The LA Chargers did the same thing with Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert had his most efficient season last year, but that's because they took the ball out of his hand, essentially. Went more to a run heavy. So I think if we want what's best for Tua, and his best route to success is less passing, more running, and make that's a fact, Jeff. And and less of relying on him to throw the ball and get the ball out quick. No. So yeah, I think we should rely on the running game. And if we get to that 2,000 yard rushing total this year, I believe that's the only recipe for success. God dang that, man. Hey. I know you see it. hey, but Lou, listen, man. I appreciate you, my boy. Jamal Williams. Thank you, Pablo Diaz. That's what I was talking about. Lou, man, listen, man. I appreciate you. Hey, man. Listen, man. You took over the show today. You took over the show. Everyone that's in here, please. What's up, Sean? I see you in the building. Please hit that subscribe button. 51 of y'all still in the building. Hit that subscribe button. Help us. Well, now 54. Help us get to that 200. Hit the like button. Share. Help us get into the algorithm and push this content out. Listen, we need more honest content out here. I'm not saying that there isn't a lot, but don't no one do it like we do, and don't want no one keep it 100 like we do. Good, bad, and ugly. We tell the truth, and we just keep it 100 with this team. So listen, if y'all like this content, y'all want to get this back out to the public or push it more out to into the public, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button and comment. When we afterwards, don't be afraid to comment, because that's help with the algorithm too. After the show is over, putting them comments in there, it shows that people are still engaged with the content, even after the live. They say, when are you going to invite us small people on your show? Asking for a friend.
we might have to do that one at a time, like we did before. You know what I'm saying? Like a one at a time type thing.
True fan, shout out to you. I know. I remember you were saying we was on Pete's channel, and you were saying you appreciate how Pete gave everyone an opportunity to come on a platform like that. So I know you're coming from with that. Wait, hold on. Jess, you see you got a question in the chat. You say, at Jess, what are your thoughts on Andrew Armstrong and is Alex's contract fully guaranteed?
I have to look more into the Armstrong thing. Alex's contract is not fully guaranteed. I'm the only one with a fully guaranteed contract around here.
That's cap.
That's cap. What about the producer in the back? Dang, that's crazy. hey, after today, Jess, I'm sorry. Lewis not showing up unless he's fully guaranteed.
well, all I'm saying is I thought, again, I thought I was already fully guaranteed anyway. That's what I thought. See, because this is what I'm saying, right? Grumpy said, yo, do you think if Luisito gets a guaranteed contract, he'll fake an injury or not show up? The fact of the matter is, Grumpy, though, I've been guaranteed since day one.
These are facts.
And I always show up. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So to answer Grumpy's question, nah, bro, I always show up.
Look what just started. I'll be renegotiating my contract.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, first,
my bad.
It's Jonah Savanea, then it's Jess, now it's the producer in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like everybody's looking for something now, man. It's crazy.
Could they say, answer my question, Tony? First of all, we gonna put Pablo Diaz on the split screen because I fully guarantee no show is better than the Blitz pickup. These are facts. I don't see no lies told there.
Facts.
Okay, Crypto said, have Tua ever been successful by not being at least 60% of the offense? Has Tua ever been successful by not? Why are we worried about Tua being successful and not the team being successful? That year in 2023, I don't think he was 60% of the offense. We could go back and look at it, but I don't think he was 60% of the offense. So, yeah, and I'm not worried about him being successful by being 60% of the offense. I'm more worried about the team being successful by being able to win in spite of Tua, because we see if you put everything in Tua's hands, he's not going to get the job done, right? So sorry, help the guy out. You already paid him, help him out. I'm still a fan at the end of the day, and I want to see the team be successful, so I understand what it takes. And blindly being faithful, blind faith in Tua is not the way to go. I can fully guarantee.
And these are the comments right here, Tone, that we appreciate. I can fully guarantee that this show is amazing because of these great hosts. We appreciate you, Game Boy 305. Here you go right here. Another one by True Fin Fan. Mad respect to all you guys. I sincerely enjoy and respect you guys. Likewise, the feeling is definitely mutual. These are the comments right here that mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate it.
That was a fast 300 seconds.
It's warranted. Oh, somebody got him up out of here?
Hey, I saw one card that said pack. I say facts. They packed that boy. Hey, I said, I don't know what he said, but they packed that boy in there.
Yeah, I don't know what he said either. I saw that he was timed out. That's why I said CBA through pack, because my guy was gone. I don't know what you did, but you upset
the
somebody.
chat over here is undefeated, boy. They don't play the radio.
I don't know what took the chat so long. They should have got him up out of here a long time ago.
I don't know. There's some people in here that could be in like a,
Hey, y'all make sure y'all go vote on the poll. I'm gonna vote my boy Lewis myself. It's only 12 votes. Make sure y'all hit that poll real quick.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is my dog was on one today. Yo. Oh man.
Oh man.
So listen, hey, is we done? We ain't got nothing else. It's 1:14. It's Friday. Shout out to all y'all coming. So Paul, sorry y'all hanging out with us. And pre-gaming. We know this the pre-game. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all come pre-game over here before. Game will say, hey yo, hit that one. Y'all come over here pre-game before y'all go out and have a good time. We will always appreciate that. Yeah, man. Listen, man. Lou, you want to get us up out of here? You already took over the show.
Yeah.
You say, where's the other option? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crarazy. Where's the other option?
They ain't no just because.
There ain't no more options. Jonah Salvanea took all the damn options in his contract. Hey, listen, y'all know what to do. The Blitz pickup is already in there. Shout out to the producer in the back. Bang, bang. But listen, for Tony, for myself, for Jess, this is the Blitz pickup. Y'all will not see me next week. I'm on vacation.
Yes.
I'm on my Alex PTO time, right? Hey man, salute to everybody. I want to send a special shout out before I get out of here real quick to my beautiful wife. She is celebrating her birthday on Monday. So salute to my beautiful wife. Again, y'all will see Tone, Jess, maybe somebody else, who knows, this, that, and the third, but come and support them for sure in my absence. I will be tuning in from afar, but you know what it is. It's the Blitz pickup. We'll be back Monday, 7:30-ish.
Happy birthday to the wife too, man.
I appreciate it. Hey, tonight's revolver goes to Jonah Salvanea. Bang, 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 bang.
Facts.